Hello. I hope somebody is listening. Old sport. Something is different in the city. I can't be sure of what it is, but something feels off. The city hasn't exactly felt on to begin with, to be clear, but I can sense that something has changed. Something has shifted. It sounds different, quieter than usual, maybe louder. I'm really not sure, if I'm being honest. Something in the ground. A slight tremble now lies before my feet. But was that there before? Perhaps the winds have picked up a little more than usual. Though I don't recall there ever being winds in the city before. Were there? Maybe they simply changed direction. Nothing that a spot of rain can't fix. What was I talking about? Right, yes. Perhaps it's those pesky sinkholes again, threatening to cave in at any second. Well, that is if they were truly never filled in, but rather covered up. It is all my own conspiracy, I suppose. It would explain the ground trembling, though. What was the ground even like before the sinkholes? What was life like before the sinkholes at this point? When will I ever manage to get past these damn sinkholes? Perhaps this is the universe telling me that this is the peak of my career. It's weird to call my work in the city a career. A career is supposed to be something you build and improve step by step. Where am I going? What am I doing? How am I supposed to climb up the ranks when I have no employer? Career ladder? There's not even a real ladder out of this place, never mind a hypothetical one. Sorry, old sport, I'm letting myself go again. I must ask Solus if they've noticed any changes. What? Yes, already working on it. Solus. Great, well, could you tell me what's going on? No? Not here, not now. My place. 0300. Is this really necessary? Yes, Solus. I think that's all the updates I have for you, old sport. I'll make sure to update you on my meeting with Solus when it happens. You know that I will. The city was in a slow patch before, which was lovely. To me. Solus kept talking my ear off about how bored they were. They seemed to be desperate for something to do. Personally, I'm happiest when the city is quiet. Unfortunately for me, that moment of peace wasn't nearly long enough. I suppose that's what Solus wished for. I suppose that's what I've been dreading. I understand the assignment. The streets of the city filled with crowds, the lecture halls filled with the dread and tiredness of its students, and best of all, to Solus, I suppose, there's work to do. Lots of it. Sure, keeps you busy, keeps you away from your setup, gets you out and about. As much as I can appreciate that, and I do, it's just not what I want to be doing. Ever, really. All those tasks that come with the busy season, fighting cyborgs, ensuring the safety of mindless citizens, all without a single thank you. How am I supposed to have any motivation to do all that? Without a single piece of validation? I understand my morals more than anyone else, old sport. I'll do it because I know I feel bad if I don't. If I'm aware of a situation that is a citizen being in danger, if I knowingly do nothing to help, it doesn't sit right with me. Simple Kantian philosophical thought, isn't it? But despite that, it's becoming really hard to do any of this stuff at all, even if it means they get to stay alive. Would I be so wrong to think they'd be better off dead? I apologise, old sport. I'm letting my emotions get the best of me. When I say I only wish to leave the city, I truly mean it. Figuring out what's wrong with the city gets me nowhere. But I suppose it keeps me busy while I try to find an escape plan. Perhaps I understand Solus more than I imagined. more than I ever wanted to, really. Now, Solace, don't even think about sending a letter under my door right now. I don't want to read any kind of "I told you so." Told you so. I hope you are well, and when I speak of you, I know exactly who I am talking to. So often was I scared that my idea of you, February, was something of the past. It may be. Until I hear from you, I shall never know what you get up to. The thought continues to consume me. But what does this matter? I realized, when you don't know who I am anymore. I write to you, February, so often. Whether they reach you or not, whether they end up in the fire or return from its ashes, barely a word tells you of me, of who I am now. Only words of the city, or contacts, or you, and you know who you are. Well, I hope that you do. I suppose a part of me still believes that I am the same as the day you left me. But that's not true, is it? You must think I look the same, feel the same, do the same things, live the same life. What subtle changes for me will feel life-changing for you to find out. I suppose I have no choice but to list some. I learned how to fix a radio. I don't think I nearly had enough independence to do something like that before you left. Or before Thalia showed me how. Really. Maybe surprising to you, but my hair is pink. It wasn't when I last saw you, right? It has to be right. I only remember buying hair dye in the city. I suppose I'm not too sure when the first ever time was. My bike. My lunar bike that I used to ride around the city. I doubt you would be able to recognise me, February, with my helmet on. Not that you would see me in the first place. I hope that you do. From your place in the sky, I hope that you do. I suppose if you can return from the ashes, maybe I can see you before you turn to dust and are once again reborn. Would you still remember me? Perhaps, February, you do not reside in the city stars. After all, if you did, you would know of me now. No? I would not have to explain all that I have. I always believed that you knew you had to get out when you could. I always wondered what you knew. That's what has changed for me, February. I would have left, just as you did. The me I am now would have left when they could. And now I can't. But we are in the future now. It is only my fault that I did not foresee it. In the end, I am still me, February. Still the radio you knew when you left. If I'm honest, I haven't recognised myself since. For when I see you once more, I will finally be myself again.